This is U.S. Senate candidate Don Brown this morning in Raleigh at the General Assembly in support of the House Oversight Committee's investigation into Chapel Hill-Carrboro public school systems continued teaching of grooming and all sorts of prurient curriculum issues going on, despite the fact that the North Carolina General Assembly has passed a Parents' Bill of Rights. Now, the federal Constitution provides for no role for the federal government to have a role in public education, but the state Constitution does provide for a role, and it provides for the General Assembly to provide oversight. When we go to Article 9 of the state Constitution, it starts out that morality and religion and morality and knowledge are the cornerstone to good government and a public education. Religion, morality, and knowledge. And the only religion, let's be clear, in the North Carolina Constitution specifically referenced is the Christian religion. Now, against that backdrop, the North Carolina General Assembly passes a Bill of Rights, and Senate Bill 49 specifically prohibits public schools from discussing woke issues such as grooming, gender identity, and this sort of thing in the first 4 to 5 years of the public school. Despite this, when this bill came down in 2024, the then chair of the Board of Education, Chapel Hill-Carrboro Schools, Dr. Griffin, who testified today, told the board, I recommend that we ignore the law. In other words, ignored Senate Bill 49. And they went on, basically, even though he says they voted to comply with the law, Chapel Hill-Carrboro, we have seen evidence of kids changing their names without parents' consent. In fact, one email was presented today in front of the committee showing these liberal parents who were really appalled at this. The liberal parents wrote the school board and said, "Dear members of the board, we support our kids exploring gender identity," which is crazy, just like this train in the background. But at the same time, wanted to say we're appalled when we got a diploma at the end of the 8th grade showing the kid had changed their name without the parents knowing about it. These are liberal parents complaining about it. So the Chapel Hill-Carrboro School District has basically ignored the Parents' Bill of Rights. We saw shocking books. There was one book called Santa's Husband. So they're pushing this woke stuff, all the while the Chapel Hill-Carrboro schools in the early ages are failing miserably. And so parents are the ones who have the right to discuss morality with kids. It has no place, this gender-affirming ideology junk has no place in the public schools. It needs to be gone. And if Chapel Hill-Carrboro can't get its act together, the General Assembly should cut money to that school district and let them operate on their own. Or better yet, it may be time simply to take control of that school board altogether and weed this communist junk out of the school system. Again, this is Don Brown, North Carolina General Assembly, standing with our Republican General Assembly, standing with Parents' Bill of Rights, and standing with the right for parents to talk to their kids about sex ed and things that should not be in this school. We got to get back to reading, writing, and arithmetic and make this the best educational system in the country here in North Carolina. And I commend the General Assembly for stepping forward today. Thank you very much.